A staffing shortage is forcing temporary closures of the air traffic control tower at Winnipeg's International Airport. And Nav Canada says the problem could spread to other airports in Canada. Now, joining us now live is CTV's Taylor Brock. So, Taylor, what does this all mean?
Well, it means passengers have no choice but to pack some extra patience, John. At times, just a single person will be staffing the air control tower, and others none, forcing the tower to close. In a statement to CTV News, Nav Canada says recent temporary closures in Winnipeg are precautionary measures taken under its fatigue risk management system. In a memo obtained by the Reuters news agency, Air Canada tells pilots to avoid the Winnipeg airport during tower closures. It says the closures will happen when there's only one person staffing the tower and they need to take their designated break.
So, Taylor, do you mean that sometimes there's no one in Winnipeg directing air traffic? That sounds like a pretty big problem.
Yes, it does. Nav Canada says there's a contingency plan in place. In its statement to CTV News, Nav Canada says when such a closure occurs, standard contingency procedures are immediately activated. Air traffic services continue to be provided by Nav Canada's Area Control Centre and Flight Information Centre, staffed with qualified professionals who are equipped to support aircraft movements in and around airports. Now, that Area Control Centre is one of several across Canada that manages air traffic under a certain altitude. It serves Manitoba, Saskatchewan, and northwestern Ontario. Controllers there would take over until the Winnipeg tower can resume work. CTV News also received this statement from Captain Tim Perry of the Airline Pilots Association. He says air traffic controller shortages continue, leading to delays at various airports across Canada. This lack of stability in Canada's aviation sector must be addressed. ALPA Canada is actively working with the Canadian Air Traffic Control Association and is in dialogue with Nav Canada to find ways to work together to improve the situation moving forward. Nav Canada and Canadian air operators are working proactively to ensure aviation safety is maintained without degradation.
Taylor, how will passengers be affected by this?
Well, John, closures are planned for low traffic periods to mitigate the impacts on passengers. However, the issue highlights air traffic controller staffing concerns across Canada, shortages that have led to delays and added costs for carriers. And Winnipeg isn't the only airport affected. According to Reuters, Kelowna Airport is also seeing tower closures, and the move could expand to other airports as well.
So, Taylor, is there anything being done to ensure that this doesn't keep happening?
Well, Nav Canada says that over the past 2 years, it's hired 240 new air traffic controllers and that there are nearly 500 more students currently in training across Canada. It says it's finding ways to build long-term capacity. However, Nav Canada gave no indication on if and when staffing levels may increase in Winnipeg.
Okay, thanks, Taylor.